Howdy folks. Going to look at some of the features of the online student profile, and with this screencast we'll be looking specifically at the student login. If you have seen the other screencast, I did another screencast on the instructor login and what that looks like. So we're going to navigate to hezekiahroad.com, and I'm going to log in as a student here, Peter Parker. I talked about Peter Parker in the instructor screencast. So now we'll see what the student side of the login looks like. Okay, so when a student logs in, first thing you notice is their menu across the top looks a little different than what the instructor does. So let me just give you the layout here on what you're looking at. First, of course, you see the student's name. Current enrollments are the courses that this student is currently enrolled in. As I said before, I've only got a few classes in the system. So Peter Parker is only assigned to this one class. If he had multiple classes, you would see all those classes listed here. The course, the title of the course, and then a number of credit hours. A lot of this is similar to what the instructor view is. The learning style details. This is the exact same screen we saw on the instructor side. Just give you some details about the different types of learners: kinesthetic, visual, and auditory learners. And this is the same breakdown we see. This is the individual students' breakdown of their learning style, and again, that's the same one that we see in the instructor view. Same thing for the personality type, INTJ. Again, this is the same personality type scale and breakdown that the instructor sees. View personality type, again, gives details about this specific personality type. And then the survey results, again, the same as we saw in the instructor view. Now the differences up top, again, if we just click on the profile link, this is the home page. This is the page that we're on now, so that's not going to change. Survey, if we go there, so this is kind of the personal survey that I talked about. This gives you some details, kind of personal details about the individual student. Some of the questions: how much time do you have to study each week? How many hours per week do you normally work or plan to work? Which of the following is your favorite academic study area? Which is your least favorite study area? So just give you some different details about the student. Again, this can be helpful. If you got 30 or 50 students, you're probably not going to go back and read each one for each student, but if you're having some problems with a student, or maybe you're having problems trying to get through to a student, it might be helpful to go back and look through this survey just so you can maybe better understand some personal things this student has going on in their life. And so again, that's under the survey link. You get there under the survey link. So under the assessments link, here we see the personality and the learning style survey. Let's look at the personality type first. Now again, this is the personality type assessment is a Myers-Briggs type assessment, and there's a number of questions here. You're going to probably need to give let the students know that they'll need probably 15 or 20 minutes to fill this survey out. Everything's just on that Likert scale from strongly agree to strongly disagree, and it's just a number of personality type questions. And again, the results of this, when they're done, the results of this show up on their main profile page under this personality type here. This is that INTJ, or that Myers-Briggs type scale that they'll be assessed on. So that's under assessments. The other one is the learning style, and learning style is very similar type questions. All of these are yes/no questions, and again, it just points to their learning style. And again, the results of this survey show up in this learning style, whether they're auditory, kinesthetic, or visual learners. They can take these assessments multiple times. The survey results show up. If they take them multiple times, you'll see the dates there. I think for the learning style and the personality type, the last assessment taken is kind of what shows up here. In the instructor video, we talked about logging a visit, interventions, and things like that. None of those things show up for the student view, so there is a level of separation or privacy between what the visits, the interventions, and things like that that are done on the instructor side and what the student can see. So I think that's all for the student. Again, if you have any questions, the contact link is on the main page at hezekiahroad.com. Thanks.